Trans-Pacific Yacht Race in 1947. I was 19, my sister Joanne was 16. And also on board were my father on our own boat, and a friend of my father's and another young boy who was 16 years old. So there were 5 of us. But this sort of started because I come from a very adventuresome family, and all my life my dad and mom have done adventuresome kinds of things. Even during the Depression when I had no money, we would go off in the car. Gasoline was cheap in those days. And so we built a beach house, which you know about, when I was 5. And soon after we built the house, my dad got a little rowboat, and we'd go out through the waves and row around, and then come back in. And later got a little flat-bottom sailboat, and we'd take it out through the waves from the beach house and sail it around, and we could pull that up onto the beach. And so we kept getting larger and larger boats, which is what yachtsmen always do. And finally we had a boat that was large enough that we needed to have it in Newport Harbor, where we had a wharf and take care of it better.
And my sink was 8 inches square.
We had a little 18-foot boat at first that we kept in Newport, and then we got this boat not long before World War II. Called the Teton. It was 35 feet long overall and 28 feet at the waterline.
So I used that.
And during the war, we couldn't go outside the harbor, so we had this boat inside the harbor, and we could only cruise around inside the harbor. And all the yachtsmen were very frustrated. They were anxious to get out and use their boats. But we sailed around, and my dad used the time to get some training. He went to Hollywood High School at night, and he took a whole year of navigation courses. One class in coastal piloting and another one in celestial navigation. And he was also in the Coast Guard Auxiliary during this time. We got some training that way. So when the war was over, he felt that he had the training, we had the boat, he thought he could get away from his job, and so we decided that we would make this trip in the Trans-Pacific Yacht Race. It was the first race after World War II. The Trans-Pacific Yacht Race actually started in 1906. Some man that had a boat in Honolulu decided he wanted to sail to San Francisco to see if he could pick up some boats to sail back in a race. And so he sailed over here, got to San Francisco the day after the earthquake in 1906. And so there were no boats that were interested in racing. So we went down to Los Angeles, and we picked up a couple of boats, and there were 3 boats in the first race in 1906. And then the race was run every other year since then, except during war years. And so I think there have been maybe 12 or 15 races before the one that we were in.
Was to stand watch 4 hours.
Yeah,
I stood 1 hour.
Well, submarines and I don't know exactly, just for military reasons, no private boats were allowed outside the harbor. So anyhow, we reached this point, decided that we would go in this race. And so we had to do a lot of preparation. We had to paint and varnish the boat, especially we had to caulk the decks. All the boats were wood in those days, no fiberglass or anything like that. And our boat was measuring at waterline length, our boat was the smallest in the race. Measuring overall length, we were second smallest, and so the newspaper articles call us second smallest. And there were a total of 35 boats that started out on this race, and they varied in size from ours up to well over 100 feet. A number of boats are well over 100 feet. So before the race, we had, as I said, prepare the boat. My dad had to spend a lot of time getting the radio in good shape. And we had to plan menus for 30 days because we didn't know how long we would be. And my dad had to pick a crew, and he knew people who knew the terminology, who knew how to haul up the sails, furl the sails,
on your instrument to the
call them reef the sails if there was a storm, people who knew what to do in an emergency. And my sister and I filled that bill because we had sailed with him for a long time, and so then had this other man who went with us. And the young boy who went with us had done the same thing on his own father's boat. So it wasn't too hard to find people who wanted to go, but that was our crew. Then a couple of days before the race, we had an instruction banquet. And the banquet was at the Huntington Hotel in Pasadena. And it was my first really grown-up party that I ever went to. It was full of movie stars because we had a couple of them going in the race. This instruction banquet had all kinds of people there that were fun to see, and it was just an exciting time. We're all getting ready to go and getting queued up about it. So 2 days before the race, we started stowing food and other things. And the day before the race, we discovered that the deck still leaked, and we had to repop part of the deck and get everything ready. Then the day of the race, it was calm, and the sun was out, and it was a clear day, and we went down the boat early, and the first thing I did, because I was cook, believe it or not, I had to pack a lunch, because the start of the race was at 12 noon, and we knew that we'd all want to be on deck, and nobody was going to feel like going down below to fix food, so I packed a lunch, and then we headed out toward the starting line. On the docks around us, there were hundreds of people. My mom was there, there were reporters and photographers and all, and as we went out to the starting line, there was a helicopter overhead, there was a blimp, there were battleships in the harbor, and thousands of people, over 1,000 people anyway, on small boats that were outside of the starting area that were there to watch the start of the race. So it was really an exciting time. And everything in salt water. So we got a pretty good start. Drop a bucket over the side of the boat and haul up water. Richard, the young man on board, was trying to rinse out a boat. The wind started coming up about my sister's time of the start, and put the boat in the back. Plenty of wind, and all the boats were jockeying around in opposition. It got pretty tense because we had 35 boats all trying to cross the starting line at the same time. And with so we had to lower the bucket down, back boats in first, turn them around, and get water jiving and doing all kinds of things, trying to get to the starting line on time. We got a pretty good start. We got almost all the boats headed toward the west end of Catalina. And Catalina, there was one island off of Degrift that was south of Los Angeles. It sort of and we took our baths that way, off of Santa Barbara. We've seen the islands out off of Santa Barbara. Catalina is about the same distance off of Los Angeles, the same way. So we were practically always very in for the fresh water to Catalina, because that was it's preferred way for the wind side, especially for 5. And the wind picked up, it got pretty rough. There was a bird that followed us from about 7 o'clock. We came around the western Catalina, albatross, 7 o'clock at night. And it was a good church. I remember that time. Everybody got up, and here was this bird that far. It's only still circling our boat. 30 miles. And I heard just recently that albatross, the island up there, and the sunset Midway Island, which is north down the Hawaiian Island, we sat there. So we would, that bird probably, and we sat there with the island off of us on 5 days our port side, following us a long way, with the sails flat. I just finished my sophomore year at it was so frustrating. Here we were starting on this big anatomy, and then so I decided that I was going to go to the islands many times, dissect one, and I sat there and reported.
every night when we got up the next morning, not the garbage that we thrown overboard so that California dinner time was still around the boat in the morning, dead flying fish on our deck. Through the garbage overboard. One of the things that I did was to get out a knife and dissect the flying fish and see how I compared it when they were human anatomy. So, but finally, that afternoon, the wind had mentioned we had trouble with a spinnaker. We lost sight of that was continuing, and that's the last land we saw. And we didn't see my dad went on another race the whole way after this one, other boats. He went on several other races on other people's boats. He didn't take his own boat. But on one of the races, somebody fell over really sick. Even my father was sick, and he never got sick. It takes it took them about 5 miles. We didn't feel like before the spinnaker down, the spinnaker's up and you change your direction. My dad decided since we've been so you have to lower it before you can turn around. My dad didn't have a chance in the race anyway, and so he decided a long time to turn around. And on his favorite course, did fall over, a little more southerly course. They had some flags on buoys for emergency things. They south and he wanted to try to pick up the trade winds fast light because the motion of the boat would change and it would be easier over. And one of these flags, but there was so much of the swell with the flag oranges because we had crane over so much that was lashed to the deck. After the fire, nobody felt like going miles to turn around. They were finally cooking for barely see the top of the oranges, and it took us 4 days to get down to the trade winds. And they did get back, and they did change directions to go a little more westerly. Still sitting up in south because of the latitude change. They're still especially rigged with their spinnaker going that we're heading west. And the motion changed. The winds in the trade winds are the opposite from up here. We started getting trade really tropical blow from the atmosphere. We started having tropical swells. They didn't know what was happening at first. The sky was all clear, and that's why we wanted to get down there, because when we were admiring the boat, you get your fast 5 minutes later. Also, you feel the sky turn dark, the wind came up, and the water just running before the sky. The sails are tremendous, way out, and then we had a series of squalls after this that lasted about 10 minutes, and the sails were way out, and they would sort of go at the same speed again. But during the squall, it was really hard to steer the boat. However, at one time, as we're going, if we were going, I don't think this was westerly this way. If the wind is coming like this, the stern of the ship goes up with the swells in the direction of our watches, and the bow goes down, and then as the swell changes direction, the bow goes up, so the motion is like this, and there's a little bit of roll on that tiller, motion like this, but it was better. It was slower motion, and it was better. We couldn't ask anybody to take our place because everybody, and of course nothing stops at night 24 hours a day. We have to do this, and so we were responsible for steering the boat all the time, and the motion. But one thing we started doing was on the radio, I wanted to get your Hawaiian music before we got the trade squalls and that rough weather, and there was this Hawaiian bluegrass playing just so off the radio. Everything was so. The decks continued to leak, even though we've done our best. At sunset, hot, the sail came down, and my bunk had a big pool of water in it. Everything, our clothes, beddings, everything was so that it was completely, and if the same for everybody. So once we got to the trade winds, so my dad dried things out to try to help pull the sail out of the water, and also one way heeling around the rudder, came clear over the boat, and went down forward out on the bowsprit and saw a light. And the light radio, and lighthouse on Molokai, that was exactly where he was navigating. About a week where we were aiming. My dad could finally get it dried out. We hit her right dead on. I'm not exactly sure what happened to it, but he told everybody was up all night. Made a screw, had to change the course at that time because we had to be on Molokai to get through fashion channel cardboard street. We got the radio, and the next morning at sunrise, so we had our first view of Wombat, and we saw Maka was working, and then a little bit later we saw Diamond be in contact every morning with folks that were so we quickly changed back into our uniforms, which were these shirts, the striped blue and